Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh. Welcome back to Star Technology. Now, between episodes, I did the thing that I was going to do, which was I set up the large chemical reactor. I actually remembered to do it this time, which is a pretty nice feeling right there. Another thing that I did was I attempted to set up 2 HV energy hatches on this thing right here. And it doesn't work. You can't do perfect overclocking with the large like mixer, or I'm guessing like the autoclave and the macerator and stuff doesn't work. So I'm just putting it out there. A lot of people said the best part about these things is the fact that you could perfectly overclock them. That means, by the way, what I've done over here with my electric blast furnace, where I've got 2 HV energy hatches, which makes it an EV thing. So, expecting to skip a bunch of recipes right here. I cannot, unfortunately, when it comes to like the large mixer controller, for example. Does not work. Now, I also did another thing between episodes, which I probably should have done on camera, really, but I didn't. And that is, I made myself the Advanced Assembler Mark III, which is the EV assembler. I'm having a little bit of power issues with this thing, I will admit. So I have to keep turning it off and on. But yeah, I need the buffer to go all the way back up before I can turn it back on. I'll probably use a wrench for this, shouldn't I? Grab one of my many wrenches. Is it shift, right click? One of them. Let me just turn that one off. No, it's still working. One of them is one of the things that you use. Is it the hammer? Oh, it's the mallet, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, we need to make a new soft wooden hammer. Yeah, so one of these things. We need to make a new one, which doesn't look that bad. Why have we not got any logs or planks? There we go. So we can just do one of those. There we go. There you go. So you just right-click it every so often to turn it off, because it's using up too much power, obviously, because we're using HV power for an EV machine. So it does kind of make sense to me why it's doing this. How many uses has this got? 4 durability, so we can still use it a few more times. Oh, there we go. These things just take so little time, the ones that just went through, that it wasn't an issue whatsoever. So that was good. Yeah, now we are coming into a bit of, well, we're hitting a little bit of an issue right now, and that is, for example, if I want to get titanium, I thought it was super easy, right? We just get the rutile and everything. Now, I have got 2 of the rutile, like, recipes, don't I? So, I've got one, I think it's in the other one, actually. This one, yeah, there it is. So, this one is the ilmenite, yeah. The ilmenite dust. And that gets us some rutile. But the problem is, because we're out of bauxite now, because I've used like a bunch of titanium. By the way, I should say, if we have a look at the quests, I've got a couple of quests. EV machine frame, and then this one down here. I also had to, I think it's in here? Yeah. I had to run through this. Luckily, you don't actually have to hold the hot titanium. You don't even need the bucket right here. You can just say, yeah, I've done that one, so you can tick it. I really like that they've done that. That could have been a right pain in the bum. This one right here, you actually need it. Which is a bit of a pain in the bum, but it is fine. What was that? That was poly... something dust. This stuff. Alright, we'll get one of those. Why not? Whilst we're at it, might as well get one of those. Now, I was actually going to try and get myself some copper solution. Now, if you look at the quest right here, it is right there. The best liquids for etching circuit boards. We recommend switching out your 82 patterns to use this. Now, I did do that. I switched out all of my patterns, as you can see. So we use like barely any of this stuff. This is one of those times where I'm like, it's quicker to use this stuff because you use hardly any of it and you make a ton of it. Plus it's cheap. So I am going to swap out my recipes. If it wasn't cheap, I'd be like, nah, let's not do that. Oh, and also you need it later on for this, which I haven't even looked at, if I'm honest. But the main thing is, I believe, the plastic one as well uses barely any. epoxy. I'm guessing we're going to try and need to get one of these later on. That's an EV thing, and that gets nano processors, which is like the newest HV tier that we've got. And we'll have to like build up from there. That'd be fun. So these ones, they've got like tons of recipes. Love it. Data orb. Nice. Anyway, yeah, we need to do all of that stuff. The problem that I have, you might have seen it as I was looking at these recipes right here. So this stuff is we need copper chloride dust and hydrochloric acid. Stomach acid, we know it now. Chloric, thank you to everyone that pointed that out. But chloric, like sodium chloride, so it means it can go in your tummy because you eat salt all the time. So yeah, hydrochloric acid is stomach acid. So this stuff and copper chloride needs to be in an EV mixer. Now we don't have an EV mixer because we don't have a EV port thing for this, do we? And as we have found out, or as I found out between episodes, you cannot perfectly overclock these, which is such a pain in the bum. I did, by the way, try and get rid of this Kovar casing, and I moved it to where one of these input buses are. So it's nothing to do with the fact that we don't have enough Kovar casing. You literally cannot perfectly overclock these, which is a bit of a pain. I think a lot of people thought you could overclock them, including myself, if I'm honest. So that's definitely my problem. But I'm happy we figured that one out, so you guys didn't fall into the same trap I did. There we go. Anyway, these are stuck in my inventory right now because we can't get any of that cupric. How do you say that? Cupric or cupric chloride solution. That stuff. We can't get any of that right now, which is fine. I do need to make one of these converters at some point. It's probably a 1A. I mean, a 4A would be good. I mean, 1A would be even better because if we can get this thing over here to be EV, it would take, I think it's 5 seconds. It says it right there. Now it says left click, right click to decrease, but it doesn't work. I don't know why that's happening, but IV is 2.5 seconds, LUV is 1. Thingy seconds, and so on and so on. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty good. And it only takes what? It only takes 1 stack now. Did they change that? It used to be 2 stacks, and you got a stack of diamonds and the rest of the stuff, right? Okay, let me come back out of that. The way I got to that, by the way, is I just went like this to see, went like that, didn't I, to see the recipes for it. And it was that one there. There you go. Oh, it is. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. So if we were to upgrade this, for example, to EV, it would be 5 seconds, which is very good. Lovely. So I really want to do that because everything is running off diamonds right now. Obviously, like all of this stuff is running off diamonds. I had, I think, 180 diamonds, 180,000 diamonds, I should say, before. And I've now got 166. And earlier, when I logged on, I had over 170. So we're proper going through them right now. Which means, yeah, we ideally want to like upgrade that thing up there. So, 'tis the plan today to try and get one of these. Now, that's the whole reason I upgraded my assembler right there. So we could get ourselves one of these EV energy hatches. Now, the EV energy hatch needs a bunch of stuff right here, including we need to, like, automate this. Mainly, it's the MPIC. Because you can make the MPIC with the phosphorus doped wafers. I made a bunch of these. I don't know if I did it on camera. I don't think I did. But I made a bunch of these a while back. And what I'm going to do is, and I also made one of these. I'll tell you what, I'll show you. There you go. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. There you go. So this has got the brown lens. This has got the MPIC wafer in there. And then this one over here has got the MPIC chip. Now, I don't know if you're allowed to do the MPIC chip using this. No, it needs to be in an EV instead of a, what's this one? HV, yeah. Now, that is the entire reason we are currently making ourselves one of these bad boys. Now, there's a few bits in here that obviously haven't been created yet. We've got the electric motor, the EV electric motor. We need to get more aluminium cable. We need to get the buzzsaw. So, buzz. So the only problem with this one is I did program everything in. Apparently we're missing our wire cutters because they're right there. There you go. So the last thing is we need to get some of this stuff. And I don't know how you get this, if I'm honest. So that might be today's mystery to solve. Is how you get that stuff. So this is the stuff we need. And you get it by mixing all of these things together, I believe. So that one there is what we need to look for. So, looking through all of these, there is quite a lot of recipes right here. Okay, so I don't even how the heck are you supposed to say that? She-light. She-light. Would sound dirty if you say it a bit differently, but okay, let's try and type in that word. I'm not going to say that one out loud because it is the name of my dog. Ah, that's how you get it. So you must get it from this, right? If I say it out loud, my dog will go mental. So, yeah. Okay, so we can use this one, and then we can smoosh it down. And then eventually we can get to this, for example. So you can put it through the basic ore washer to get a 33% chance. Or you can centrifuge it. You can macerate it twice. And then centrifuge it. Okie dokie. Right. I'll tell you what then. Have a look right here. Yeah, these have all gone back in. This was literally the last one on the list, apparently. So what we can do is we can actually... Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put this one right here. I'm going to remove that one. And I'm going to put this one on the end. That makes sense? Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. So what I can do is drum that out. If I'm allowed. Yeah, should be allowed. There you go. And then it will start doing these ones, which is what we needed. There you go. So that's going to put that back in there. Lovely. Nice. We are, by the way, completely through all of our stuff up here, right? So we've got 5,000 millibuckets of the molten ore mixture. Again, we should probably upgrade this one over here. Maybe change it over to HV at some point. We don't need to right now, I don't think. Oh, missed. I need to stop floating around like that. It's probably annoying all of you, but yeah. There you go. Some of this stuff. So we can use this. And do we program it in is the question. Probably a good idea, right? So we could do... Grind it down. Get rid of those two. And then grind it down again. Or grinding. Thank you. Get rid of that one. Ah, yeah, but none of these give a guaranteed, do they? But we could at least centrifuge that. And we could at least, like, ask it to make us, like, a bunch of this. That's a bit of a shame, though, right? Because we could literally just chuck it in. And it'd be alright. Oh, actually, it's above. There it is. There you go. So that's getting us a bunch of this stuff. Right. Let's try and get some of this. And it will already give it... Oh, we've already got the ones that we need. Let's do 16 of this. There you go. So it's going to go off and do it. But we've already got one of these, which is perfect. Now, we can make one of these bad boys. Now, that is Ultimate. Oh, that stuff. I've already got that programmed in. That is for over here. Now, my only question is, did I do everything correctly over here for this? Have you already started? Let's have a look. Yes. It should be fine. Program 1. Oh, poop. Didn't mean to do that. Why did you not... is that recipe something we cannot do, for example? HV. We should be able to do it. Oh, I love it. It actually did start doing it. I obviously caught it when it was still like pulling it in from over there. That's funny, actually. Anyway, this one over here is going to take forever. Actually, not that long, but it's going to take a little bit longer because the other recipe for this, Ultim, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, the other recipe for this needed helium, and we're not getting helium. That's kind of a pain in the bum. Now, before we automate lava, what I do want to do is I want to try and get this, which doesn't look that bad. Sodium and potassium. I think we might have both of those, right? Maybe. We got sodium, I believe, from this thing over here. Sodium? Yeah. And that's lithium. I love how the shadow right there is like flickering. So we've got that one. How do we get potassium? Have we got any bananas around? I knew that there's loads of potassium in bananas, so... that one is... Nope, not that stuff. Saltpeter. It does come from salt. Potassium chloride, right? No. Saltpeter, and you've got an, yeah, chance of getting it. Okay. Electrolyzed saltpeter. I swear we've got some of that, right? Saltpeter. Oh, we do. Lovely. Okay. And we get crushed saltpeter from seawater. Cool. Okay. So I am actually going to do that recipe right there. And then I want to do this recipe, which comes from impure salt. It looks like we're still waiting on the EV conveyor module, and we are also waiting on these plastic printed circuit boards. I might have put those back in the wrong place, thinking about it. Yeah, so my question is, has another change been made to these to nerf them? Because already power-wise, diamonds don't do as much. Plus, when they're not doing anything right now, they don't just stop. They continually, like, drain your resources. Because a lot of these aren't doing anything at all ever. And as you can see, this one here is using diamonds still, which is not a great thing. There you go. Nice. That has gone over to this one. And that is making us some rutile. Perfect. That does take a little bit longer, though, doesn't it? Than the other way that we're doing it with bauxite. But we're at least getting a little bit of rutile right there, which is all we need. Now, I'm wondering if, for example, what the heck do these things do right here? So what the heck is a LV multi-cycle injection kit? And the auxiliary reaction chamber kit. I remember this one. It makes it makes it just go quicker. I think that's how it works. Maximum output plus 50%. So you get more energy out of it, but your energy is less. So we used to put 3 of these in. I think, was it the auxiliary reaction kits? I can't remember now. I think it was 3 of these and 1 of the actual, like, upgrade thingies. That's what we used to do. I don't know if that's the actual thing, but maybe. Oh, there's a 64K, 64A energy converter right there. Interesting. Hop in here, and then I'm actually going to take the lubricant out of this one. I'm going to break this one. I'm going to put this one down. I know that it's not going to work, basically, for now, but it's fine. I can put that in. M-pick. Of course, I haven't got to the M-pick yet. M-pick. Start. I'm just going to do the one up there. Oh! 45 seconds. Flipping heck, that's long, isn't it? Anyway, that's going to go into the system, and then we can use it in here. And fingers crossed, that is a point. Oh, wow, there's loads of cutter recipes. Okay, M-pick. 45 seconds. I think we're going to have to babysit this then, until we've got proper power set up. Oh, cool. I've got a thing in the chat. You feel fused together with your jet boots. Not even death will part you from them now. That's pretty cool. Makes them soulbound, I'm guessing. Anyway, I'm coming up here. I'm not doing this all in one. I'm coming up here every so often doing a couple of these. Probably get my mallet out. There we go. So, yeah, the plan is we are actually going to work on those converters now. So I'm going to just hop back down here for a energy converter, which is, I think, this one. Yes. And I have the thingy for that. Now, obviously, with that, the energy converter thing, we do need Enderium for this. So I do need to make some Enderium, which doesn't look that bad, to be fair. We do need Enderium dust, which comes from the mixer. That's a little bit easier right there. So we need enderpearl dust. We need diamond, enderpearl, and lead. And that one goes in the mixer. And I don't think it matters what program it is. So that's even better. So for enderpearl dust, we can just do electrolyze ender. No, sorry. We need to crush. Yeah, there you go. Part of grinding, and we can do that on some enderpearls. And we've got a load of enderpearls, so it doesn't matter. That's really good. And then diamonds as well. We can do the same thing. Right there, like that. So those two can go in the macerator. Now, I probably am going to need more pattern providers on this. I can just literally put one right next to it. I think that should be fine. Unless... Oh, by the way, I should address this. A few people have mentioned about channels. If I have a look in the quests on the welcome page, you can turn off channels if you wanted. So you can make them ×2. That means you get 16 per cable. You can get ×3, which is 24. And then you can ×4, which is 32 per regular cable, which is kind of cool. Or you can just turn them off if you wanted to. Or you can turn them back on. I'm leaving mine on because I think it's in the spirit of this pack, if you know what I mean. So that's the plan. We're going to leave them on. So yeah, there we go. Right. This is Future Pilpoh, just coming in to say I didn't know, but in the latest version of the pack, it automatically turns your channels off. So you don't have any channels when you're playing this. However, I do turn them back on because, as I said, I think it's the spirit of the pack, isn't it? So there we go. Hey, we are done. We are done right there. I didn't tell it to auto output to the top. There we go. It's going to do that right now. Lovely. Nice. So we should basically have everything we need to make an MV energy hatch now. Can we just make it? Wait. MV. No, not MV. Why do I keep saying MV? EV energy hatch. Did I not put it in yet? Wait. Did I not put the recipe in? No, I haven't. Okay. I did everything but that. Everything here except for this thing, which is... I suppose we could leave that one on, to be fair. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, even the neodymium we have done right there. So both of these can go in like this. Cracking right there. That's absolutely cracking. My Welsh coming out right there. So now that we've done... Oh, I need to tidy up all of my bookmarks. There's two things that I really needed, and it was these two things, right? I mean, we don't particularly need the 1A right there. I mean, we could at least like attempt to do that one, can't we? We just tell it to go off and make it. Why is it ethylene? I'm missing ethylene and polyethylene. And the crushed ilmenite. Okay, crushed ilmenite still. Crushed ill. Oh, it's going to make that horrible noise until I go up there and give it a poke in it. Alright. Alright, not going to lie. I kind of did this all backwards. I was trying to like push it through, rush. Do a little bit of what I used to try and do, which was like cheese everything. But you cannot cheese GregTech. Whatever you're going to do, just don't try and cheese it. Because it does not work. So, at least right now... I thought I got everything for this. No, it wouldn't let me, would it? So, if we do this again... Now you should be okay. Unless this thing up here is going to be a pain. I think it should be alright. There's this thing that's doing its job right now. Yes. And then this thing down here should also be doing its job. There we go. Lovely. Excellent. Right. We just need to wait for this now then. And then that will be a 1A. Even though we have programmed in a 4A, we want a 1A for one specific reason. And whilst we have a look at this, EV Oh, EV energy hatch. Start on that one as well. Hopefully it didn't just nick the one that I just made. But it shouldn't have, right? Oh, yeah, this thing over here is going to be a pain. Cool. Right. Anyway, right. I think right now all we need to do is wait and wait and wait for a while until all of these things have been completed. Then what I can do... Oh, I really need to get the other thing as well, which is the EV energy upgrade or whatever it is. Or the EV upgrade. This thing. But, okay, that can be done in an assembler. This one right here, though, needs to be done in an EV fluid solidifier. And this thing needs to be done in... Well, you can do it in a HV, I suppose. So that's not too bad. Right, that can now mean that we've got ourselves an energy converter, which is a... Why are you not quest? Why you not give quest? What? Why? Why you do this? Oh, because I didn't make the flipping wire yet. But I have made the wire. What do you talk about? Nichrome. I've got nichrome. Why you do this? That's locked and everything. Okay. All I'm saying is it not implied that I've already got nichrome? Well, I mean, I can pick one of these up. And now, if I have a look at the quest, it's not auto-completed. It's not got the tick. It kind of should be implied, in my opinion. So I don't have to go and make one of these things. Because why would you do that outside of auto-crafting? I don't know. Anyway, we're working on it. Working on it. Is there anything else? Ah, there you go. There you go. That should have been it. I just saw it. Chrome. Chrome coil. And then Enderium. There we go. Oh, you need Nichrome, I'm guessing, for this. For this one. Yeah, it says Nichrome. Nice. Why would you do that? It's got half in half and half in the other. That is so annoying. Why did you do that? That's such a pain in the bum. I need to take that one out, but... temperature is 293K. Why you not let me go in here then? Aluminium drum. Okay. I mean, we can use the pipe wrench here, can't we? So, yeah, you've got a bunch of stuff. Right. That's why you are in the wrong place. Right. Stainless steel drum. The only reason I'm making this bigger version of the drum is because I'm pretty sure... Yes, you're allowed to do that. Perfect. There we go. Lovely. Are you doing the thing? Let's have a look. I think you're already done, aren't you? Good. Right, we can take this one out from over here, and we can put it in this one. Oh, I'm an idiot. It needs to be in the chemical reactor anyway, so give me those. I will take this one out. I will pop it in here instead. Yes. There you go. Are you going to run out of power? Nope, you're good. You should be out of power by now, but it's all good. Anyway, I can... Yep. I can go and help this one along up here. Right, before I forget, let's grab that one out. Quest. And then we will get it to... Oh, before we do that, make sure we get the quest, thank you. And then we will get it to make us a single wire out of that, which is done already. And there's that one as well. And then... Converter. I literally accidentally just put it in the system. There's the converter. And actually, we're going to need that. Energy hatch time, which is what this one up here is making, I'm guessing. Oh. I think we've done it. This has been a struggle, this episode. That's not even a flipping quest. You're kidding me. How is that not a quest? Oh, no, it's not a quest. Energy hatch. We have an energy hatch. M-pick chips. Oh, no. What? Why? Why? Oh, this is so bad. So soft. So okay. We need to get some of this, and then that unlocks this. That unlocks this. That unlocks this. So we need to do all of this again. All of the stuff we've done right here again. Right. This is the next day. I have managed to get myself. Where is it? This. There you go. So phosphorus doped. That's quest. Then we've got the wafer right there. The wafer. We've then got each one of these. I almost shift click these in just now. I didn't. So there we go. And we got the energy hatch and stuff. So lovely stuff. If we have a look in here. We've done all of these. I can literally do that. How many do we get? 15 out of that. That's pretty good. We just did these ones. Now, EV energy kit. That's the one I am going for. Now, I've already put in. I'm going to just chuck these in now because meh. So why does it not pop up? Oh, yeah, because it's got space. There you go. So if we go like this. Why is it still trying to use the old capacitors? I don't get it. Everything that I do is on, like, basic electronic component. Okay. Yeah, everything that I do for this has got the, whatever it's called, when you do this. Substitutions enabled. I just removed those, by the way. If you have a look in here and I do patterns. I removed, like, the transistor, the diode, because we got the SMD version. So I was just assuming that it would use the SMD versions, but it's not using the SMD versions. Also, why the heck is this one not showing? Oh, because it was this one before, wasn't it? Anyway, yeah. We'll do that. It will have the, yeah, that one there. Right. So, I need to go through, probably in this one, you can actually type in, like, capacitor. So there's the capacitor. I swear you could have typed it in. Search by okay, I get you. Get rid of that. Capacitor. There you go. So I can literally just take these ones out right here. That one there. Ah, because this is not a crafting recipe. That makes sense. Okay, the advanced circuit assembler is the one we need to think about right here. There we go. All of them are good again. So circuit assembler. That one there. Nice. Lovely. Right. So that is for the extractor. We also need a fluid. We need the advanced fluid solidifier. I haven't actually put a recipe in for this. It makes everything so much easier, by the way, if you do this and you program everything in. Just from my point of view. Now, it is technically, it's not cheaper at all to do this one. So we'll just use the ones with everything in there. So, right, we are nearly at that point now where I can make even the fluid solidifier. I did get all of these bits up and together. I just ran them and then I went downstairs for a bit. So, everything takes a little bit longer now, which is interesting. Also, I have not hooked this up to my diamond supply yet. I will do at some point. I will send those over, I guess. I wonder if there's a way to know if one of these is running and then send diamonds over. That'd be kind of useful, wouldn't it? That way we're not burning through our diamonds. How many diamonds have we got now? Oh, we've gone down by like 4,000 since the last time we looked. So it's getting bad now. It's getting very bad. Right, there we go. Enderium. Pop that one in like that. It's... Wait, what? Fluid solidifier. That's the fluid solidifier. You silly sausage. I need to put that one through over here. And we get the fluid or liquid Enderium. This stuff. So if I get a drum. I can use my stainless steel one that we had to make. Because reasons. Enderium. Grab. You can't pick that one up, can you? Why can you not pick up liquid Enderium? 3,500k. 2,000. Oh, you're kidding me. You want me to make a titanium one, don't you, for that? Right, there we go. Pop this one up here. Oh, that'd be so good if it would do the speeds the same, if you know what I mean. So now, if we can go back down here and ask for Enderium glass. Oh, that's because I left it on EV. If we take it down to HV... No, it doesn't like it. Okay. We're going to have to do the whole, like, limping it along for a little bit. Yeah. What I will be doing is I will be swapping this one out over here and swapping all of the cables out. And basically, we'll turn all of these into the EV stuff. Right. Almost there. There we go. This could take 30 seconds. Oh, my goodness. You know what's really annoying? I just remembered that Flux Networks is a thing now for me, right? We could do Flux Networks. I even set up Flux in this thing down here. Look. So we just need to set up lava, and then we could get proper into Flux Networks. I don't know why I didn't think about that. That means that we don't even really need to think about the EV kit. We could just, like, slap a bunch of stuff on our, what are they called? Flux plugs. Right, here we go. Why are you still running? It says structure incomplete. Bug? Oh, now it says structure incomplete. Love it. There we go. Right, so this one goes there, and then we do need, like, some blocks. Because I've never found a really good way of, like, angling these things. You have to, like, manually... If I do that, it's going to point up, which is not what I wanted. Like that? I think that worked right there. Lovely. Right. Ah, and we also need to put this somewhere. I'll probably put it above. There you go. And then we just need to send that diamonds. Now, question is, in 5 seconds, are we going to use this many diamonds? So hopefully this will reach up here. Oh, yeah, you have to land, don't you? Okay. Right. How many diamonds are you going to use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's let this, like, buffer. Let's just say that. We can make it buffer, can't we? And it needs to go... Yeah, it's definitely using less diamonds than it is producing, let's say. Now, the only problem is, are you going to be quick enough? Right. 9 of those, please. That should... Ah, because you need the gold. Okay. So it takes a little bit longer because I am making it go off and make me some gold dust using the macerator and everything, aren't I? So that makes sense. Okay. There you go. That's what we needed. Stick those in. Although I say that, I think it was fine the way it was. Still, it's all good. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. By the time it's finished, it's already, like, got another set, which is pretty decent. Nice. Cool. Right, that might stem the tide of us losing our diamonds. I will let you know in the next episode, though. If we start the next episode and we got less than 159, or let's say 160, okay, we are in a little bit of trouble. I'm going to call it here for today. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. So, I bet a bunch of you thought that I had forgotten about statistics. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I did forget. My bad.